Welcome to the new Live with Nikki Show for back to school. We are so excited, and I'm so excited to be announcing the launch of our new show just in time for back to school. I will be talking about everything to make moms' lives easier, from go-to recipes, back to school snacks, anything that's on your mind, parenting, hot topics, skimming all the hot topics in the Facebook group that all of you have every day. And we will be posting articles on the Pink and Blue Mag website from our expert guests as well, so that you guys will be able to follow up with all the information and all your burning questions. We were so excited today to have Samantha Goren on our show. She is a registered dietitian and nutritionist. She has been in the field for 10 years, 7 years at Toronto General Hospital, and she also does private counseling, helping people with a variety of health and dietary needs. We will be talking with her shortly. She'll be joining me, giving you guys easy back to school snack and lunch ideas, and a little bit of her go-to recipes. And we have a big giveaway today from Made Good. We are giving away a year's supply of Made Good snacks, as well as if you tag a friend, and you could tag them as many times as you want, you will be able to win a backpack filled of snacks for your friend that is struggling with their snacks. So, I have a question for you. All of you, with your kids going back to school, what was that feeling that you all had when they walked out the door? If it was a happy relief and you were happy about it, then drop me a heart emoji. If you were sad about it, then drop a sad face. I know that I was kind of had mixed emotion. Both of my kids are at new schools. One is in JK and one is in 2nd grade. So I felt their anxiety a little bit. I don't know, the first day jitters. And I could tell you that I'm not perfect. I shouldn't be admitting this on air, but my JK kid has been late every day for school. Partly because I've been taking my other kid to school. But that just lets you know that it's okay. We're all real moms and it happens. So in today's news, there has been a mom in Manitoba that was visited by Child Services because her kid was playing outside unsupervised in a closed fence. So I want to hear from you moms. What do you think about leaving your kid outside playing in the backyard unattended? I know growing up, I grew up in the 80s, I know I'm dating myself a little bit, but we played all the time. Actually, my husband wanted to let my daughter walk across the street to go to school, which he did, and he was kidding. But when he was a kid, he walked home from school and he even took the subway. So let me know what you guys think, if we're helicopter parents, if you don't think that we're living in a safe society now and we should be watching our kids. I want to hear from you guys. Maybe that'll be a new topic on a new show. Another thing in the news is teachers no longer want to go by Mr. and Mrs. They want to drop the Mr. and Mrs. and make it a little bit more casual and comfortable for students and let them call them by their first name. What do you think about it? Do you think that that's, the way to go? I know that a big thing when I was touring schools for my older daughter that's now going to be 8, the kids are laying on the floors and aren't sitting in chairs anymore, and they think that it's more of a Montessori type of school tradition that helps kids learn. So do you believe in that? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. Drop a comment below. And now I want to welcome Samantha Goren to join us to help make snack time and lunchtime a little bit easier. We are so excited to have you on the show today. Sam.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
I
so
know.
Fun.
So I am so excited to have you. If none of you guys, I'm sure some of you have been following Sam on Instagram.
Food Home Co.
Food Home Co.
Yeah.
And I love her Instagram feed. I was just complimenting her before she came on, telling her that it's so clean and so honest and so
nice.
real.
That's so sweet.
So like it's really amazing to have you on the show today because I follow you all the time, so it's like meeting us.
I didn't even know that.
I know. See, you never know who your fans are.
Yeah.
So I know that it's hard to get into the back to school routine.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of running out of things to make for my kids and lunch ideas and snack ideas. I'm sure like even outside school, I heard moms, they wanted to trade their recipes and switch cookbooks. And, my go-tos are honestly Northtown Pizza, the Wow Butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah,
my kids don't eat turkey sandwiches. They only like the turkey on the side.
Okay.
And then just fruit and veggies and some of the other snacks like, I would love to get your opinion. So I was in Costco and actually there was a dad standing next to me in the aisle. So like this is one of the snacks I picked up, which I know it's like artificial cheese and I only use normally like Annie's mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So this was like, I know it's kind of a no, but it was easy. So
the highly processed
baked cheese, Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I mean, we all had this stuff growing up. I honestly always like to say,
8 grams of sugar, 90 calories.
If you know me, you know that I think it's the most important thing to do with your kids is to help them have a healthy relationship with food. So, your kids are not going to be dramatically negatively affected by fake cheese. I personally do try to buy and I promote to people who ask me things that are made from more wholesome, simple ingredients. But, I have to say from time to time, I'm in the store and I see one of those very processed things that I used to have when I was young, and I buy it.
White bread
so I really try to buy as minimal as possible processed foods, but I do buy some, and I don't make everything from scratch because I don't have the time, like most of us. But I saw Pizza Pockets the other day, and it brought back a memory. And I would never buy that stuff for my kids. However,
Bagel bites.
Yes, those two. I was thinking, and I thought, am I depriving them by not allowing them to experience a Pizza Pocket ever? So I bought them. My daughter didn't want to eat it, and I ate it. But I think we're all human. We're normal, and I think that's the most important. And I can give you a few tips today to know what to look for. But at the end of the day, I don't think it should be stressful. I think we're human, and just trying to use your best judgment, and keeping our kids balanced and allow them to just be kids.
And I think part of it, which a lot of nutritionists often say, is take your kid with you to the grocery store. Let them be a part of the planning. Let them help
and with
their
the
lunches.
preparation. And I'm going to talk about that when it comes to lunches.
Okay, for sure. So how can we make moms, the kids' lunches more exciting than just the blah things I ran through in the garden?
Yeah, so it's definitely tricky, and I have a variety of eaters in my family. People know one of my kids.
How old are your kids?
So my daughter's 6, my son's 3.5, and my other son will be 2 in a month. And 2 of them are pretty good eaters, and one of them is very picky, and it's been a struggle. So I feel if you have really, really picky kids. But with my daughter, she started out pretty picky, and she's
better.
So much better, so much more
phases, right?
They go, and you have to respect that. They're just learning and they want independence. So I've noticed some things that have really helped to kind of make her excited about lunch and motivated. And she doesn't have a huge appetite, but her lunch comes back empty 95%
of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So we've brought some products and some little goods here that might help you to spice up your lunch without having to spend a lot of money, or have to go out and buy a million different things. So we have a few cute lunch boxes here. The Yum Box is very popular. People know it. It's popular.
Portion,
so it has the portion control.
1-2 cup serving for sandwich. You can put a little dip in there.
But so what's good for kids, if you see here, is how colorful they are, and just like us as adults, when presentation's everything, and when you go to a restaurant, the presentation
more
so kids are the same, and you don't have to break the bank in order to get that, and I'm going to show you different ways.
And this box, I want to thank Cute Kid Stuff for sending it to us for my kids for back to school. They're awesome and amazing. And there's also these great little spork spoon things that are awesome. And we love these that I got from Cute Kids Stuff. So this bottom part, you can put your kid's snack in, which is awesome. And
couldn't you put ice in there too?
Or you can put ice if you want to keep it cold. And it's a drink container. So so run through. Show us your.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a few simple things. So in here you see we have our. I'm going to take it out so you can see it. I used cookie cutters and made little heart-shaped sandwiches.
The little cookie cutters.
I have a bunch of cookie cutters.
Where do you get these?
So I've ordered them on Amazon. Okay. I'm sure you could find some good ones.
Even at the dollar store.
Yeah. I think I'm lazy, so I do Amazon. But like, look how cute this unicorn one is. Sorry, I'm not showing that properly. These are different stars.
That's so
And I have
cute.
to say, recently, with my 3.5-year-old who's really picky, like
she helps.
I guarantee. So the last few days we've been working on his eating, and this guitar cookie cutter has helped us a lot. I'm just going to say that.
Excited.
So he was involved in the process, and that he was really excited about that, and that really helped. But kids, a heart-shaped sandwich, like that excites a kid. And to be honest,
and even in the morning, you could do it with like pancakes,
totally
waffles.
I mean, and I'm going to say like everything takes time, so I'm certainly not sending my kids shaped sandwiches every day. Like that's not happening.
You're not? I can't believe it.
I'm a terrible mom. But once in a while, like
hashtag mom fan.
Every day.
Exactly.
Every day I'm hashtag mom. So, once in a while, spice it up and do something cute. They get really excited about it. My daughter really gets excited.
And show us what you put together here.
Oh, and the other thing in here I want to say is I just threw in a little cupcake holder to put the fruit in because the young box,
that's so cute.
Sometimes you have extra space in the sandwich compartment. You can buy these silicone too. This is just a normal paper one. And I want to say with the cookie cutter sandwiches, I actually, the outside, the scraps, I throw that into because otherwise it's not a big enough portion. I don't want to waste food.
And you can make, so we used Wow butter and jelly, and she just made a cute little sandwich with it. And Wow butter is peanut free. What do you think about Wow butter? Do you think, like, sometimes I feel like,
soy?
Yeah, and I feel like it's a little bit more processed than peanut butter. No. They normally buy like the healthy.
It's not really, like instead of using a peanut, you're using a soybean. So it's really the same thing. It's a great protein source. Some people worry about soy, but there really isn't evidence to say.
And it's not like you're giving it every day.
There are other alternatives. You could do pumpkin seed butter, which is not a nut, it's a seed, and sunflower butter. And there are some flavored ones. So those are two other options. My daughter seems to really prefer Wow butter. So the other thing...
You can make your own, too.
You could. But if you have time, like who has time?
Right.
Comment below if you have time to make your own Wow butter.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of make your own, so for Wow butter and jam sandwiches, I use this chia jam that I make. It's on my Instagram. If you follow me, you can always send me a message if you need the recipe.
I want the recipe.
It takes 10 minutes. It's so easy, and it's low in sugar.
Do you do it in a magic bullet?
No, you do it in a pot. You have to cook it.
Okay.
Yeah, like the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
The magic bullet.
That shows that I know. That shows
that I
know
everything. But I'm gonna have you taste it. Maybe I want to know if you like it.
Okay.
I swear it tastes better than any jam you'll buy, and it has like a tenth of the sugar because products put more sugar.
Then we'll use my kids' frozen spoon.
And it has chia, which is high in protein and healthy fats and fiber. So they're actually getting some nutrition.
You're gonna use some of this today?
Yeah, you can have it if you want.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you like it?
It's like a rhubarb.
Yeah, there's no rhubarb, just strawberry.
I know, but it tastes like that. It's
amazing. It smells amazing too. So, another cute, easy go-to lunch idea. This is what we call banana sushi. So,
and you invented it.
Apparently, I think banana roll-ups are definitely a thing that I did not invent, but I did invent the banana sushi, I think, but I don't know. I haven't scoped it out. But I made it up, like I was making lunch one night. I thought, wouldn't this be a cute idea? So we just have Wow butter and a banana. You roll it up like a normal roll-up, cut it into slices.
With whole wheat tortilla, you buy, so it's a little bit healthier.
My daughter would only eat the white. I'm admitting that because I think it's fair to all the parents to hear that not all kids like
They actually didn't have the white one in the small tortillas. They only had the large one. And I contemplated which one to buy, but I try to sneak in the whole wheat when I can.
And if they're young, start with the whole wheat, and then when they start to complain, switch them.
Exactly.
It's always better to have the whole grain option. On top, you just put a smear of wild butter, and then sprinkle it with the sprinkles.
That is the
and
cutest thing. I want to eat it.
So it's sushi, and the kids love it, and it looks.
Do you
so
do
cute.
anything else like that type of style? Like, do you do turkey? You could do with anything.
You totally could. My kids won't eat turkey, but you could totally do a turkey roll up and put like cucumber inside and make that a sushi option. So, you know, sometimes it's just taking simple things and making it a tiny bit more exciting. Sprinkles do everything for kids. So anything you add sprinkles to, once in a while, like put a little bit of sprinkles on top of a sandwich and call it a princess sandwich.
Aww.
You know, just to make it.
And
they
have that unicorn. I don't know if you guys have seen on Pinterest and stuff. The unicorn. I posted about it, like the unicorn cream cheese.
I have not seen that.
You could use either food coloring or natural things that have color in it, like blueberries or strawberry, whatever.
Totally.
And you smear it on bread, and it looks like unicorn toast, and so there's blue and it has the different colors.
That's a cute idea.
Yeah.
As long as you have time to do that.
Yeah.
You can also get little cute star sprinkles.
So is that your way to get like picky eaters to eat, or do you have other like tips and tricks?
I do have other things, but that is definitely something to help your kid come home with an empty lunchbox and
like make it like you said, like colorful, like the rainbow plate that they teach at camp and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're looking for like, you know, what to put in a lunch, you know, you always want a grain, a source of a protein, and then fruits and veggies, and then of course every kid deserves to have a little treat.
Do you like if let's say, like my kids actually eat veggies because I make for them what I eat.
Yeah,
like my daughter
awesome.
mahi last night. So
that's pretty good.
That's a mom win.
It's impressive.
Yeah, so anyway, but my point is like, do you think that you should just keep presenting foods to them, even if they keep saying no, just have it out in front of them so that they'll like try it to get them to eat if they're picky? Or
so, and there's different degrees of pickiness, and I don't specialize in picky eating. I just want to say there are people you can see, OTs and SLPs and dietitians who specifically specialize in picky eating. But of course, I know a few general things. If you are struggling, keep presenting the option. Like, say no once or twice or 3 times doesn't mean they don't like it. Make food fun and exciting and positive. So you don't want to make it a negative thing like that.
You don't want to force them. If they're saying no, then just kind of drop it and then just kind of
and they will come around. Like if you think of
kids.
yourself, how you ate when you were young and how you do, like they will come around. So involve them in making lunch or helping to make dinner. That can be a really helpful thing too. And
what are your other favorite like go-to lunch ideas? Like what other things do you see kids like typically?
So we love the cookie cutter sandwiches and the banana sushi. I brought these because my daughter is pretty picky, and one thing she happens to love is a rice cake sandwich. So that works for us. That's what she likes. But to make it a bit healthier, I buy these whole grain rice cakes as opposed to the white, and we'll put again something like wild butter on it.
Would you do like I have the caramel ones as a snack for myself? Would you give them the caramel ones?
Not for lunch. Not for lunch. Maybe for a snack, but not for. I try to not buy those. And if your kid's happy with the plain whole grain, stick with that. Like my daughter would eat those any time of day, even though she doesn't necessarily. She wouldn't eat
good
fish,
idea.
right?
I'm gonna try it.
So other things I love to do is pancakes. So if you grab you can make your own from scratch. I do have a bunch of great recipes. There's also some good pre-mixed ones with simple ingredients. And on a weekend, make a batch of pancakes, throw some oats in there, and then freeze them in a Ziploc separated by parchment paper. What you can do is, if they're in the freezer and you put the frozen pancake in their lunchbox in the morning, by the time they eat lunch, it's perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
And what I like to do in the bento style boxes, and then some berries in the other, and then in the middle I put maple syrup because the young boxes actually you can put liquids and they don't leak because of this rubber lid.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's on my Instagram. You can see a picture of it actually, but it's just something else.
Right.
You can also do like snack lunches where if your kid's picky, you know, combination of hummus and crackers and carrots and that kind of thing.
What are your favorite like go-to healthy snacks?
So I really like to do blender ice cream if I have the time, and it's super easy. I have a recipe, but you're putting in the Vitamix or high-power blender, frozen fruit and vanilla Greek yogurt. That's it.
Oh, I make mine with peanut butter and almond milk.
That would be delicious too.
I'm going to do a show on that. We're going to do an ice cream show, like after school treat, since it's been so hot outside.
I like to also encourage, like, if you're going to have something like crackers, do it with some fruit, just so that they're having a balanced snack. And also what works for me, like, I actually don't have my kids do an after school snack. They come home and they eat dinner really early. So they'll eat dinner between 4:30 and 5.
My kids eat at 5, yeah.
And then that way, if they want to snack later, that's fine. But I personally found it created more of a fight at dinner because they weren't as hungry for dinner. So
what are your, like, what's your parents look for when they need to make a healthy lunch choice or snack choice? Like, because
when you're buying a box good.
Or like, because like, you know, I bought these fruits to go, and I don't know what you think about that, but I love them. It's gluten-free, it's nut-free, it's vegan, but I know it has a little bit of sugar in it.
This product I like because it is school safe and it's nut-free, we're an allergy family, 2 of my kids have allergies, so this is more of a treat, right? Like, this is not a fruit, but it's probably a healthier treat than you know.
Like, I like to send them their healthy lunch with their side of veggies, whatever, and then I throw in like a fun thing. So I love these Made Good bars. Yeah. Anything Made Good, obviously.
The Made Good bars have some vegetable powder in them.
They have a serving of veggies in every snack, which
and they're
I
not
love.
free.
They are free of the top 8 allergens.
I am a big fan of these too.
Okay.
They're free of all the top 9 allergens as well. I personally love them. They're delicious. And this one's raspberry chia, and that's my favorite flavor, but there's a chocolate chip, and so that I like that as an option. I also really like the Annie's cheddar bunnies. My kids love them. And whole grain crackers are a good thing to throw in, but I would say as much as possible, whole grain foods.
And I bought these, like, this is considered a special treat in my house. Like I do
like those too.
And it's yogurt pretzels. They think they're eating chocolate because my daughter has a chocolate addiction, which then I had to eliminate all the chocolate in the house.
I probably have one too.
Yeah, so that's good. And I have this little pouch that I have to like take snacks in. It's easy on the go to throw in your purse. It doesn't get everywhere. And I think that's it. Is there anything else you would add that you want to add in?
No, I think we covered it. If you guys have any questions, where can they leave questions?
So private message me on. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram, or they could even message you.
Yeah, you can message me on my Instagram at Food Home Co.
Okay. And hopefully we'll be doing future shows together.
Yeah,
it was so amazing having you on. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And I want to talk to you guys about some back to school quickly go-tos that I have for you, some tips. So, bring it over here because I don't think you could see me. So one of them is the Kitty Buzz. So Kitty Buzz is awesome. You could message people, you could take photos. Moms approve the people that they add as their contacts. My kid thinks that it's, here, I have a lot of things in my hand, hold on. My kids think that it is a real phone. It's awesome. There's games, there's learning games that are approved by education experts. You could explore the world. It's endless what you could do. You could do voice messages on it, and it's almost like having a mini iPad, but it's all educational. So my daughter's turning 8, Kitty Buzz from VTech. I love it. Another thing is this VTech Leapfrog Reader. So you guys could buy different books. They're not that expensive. We've done an IGTV video on some of the Leapfrog and VTech things that I love, but it's different educational games and so forth that they could do, and they use this pen and it makes noises. So that's great for kids. I don't know what the real ages are, but probably between 3 and up. That is awesome. My last little tip for you guys is my reward trip. So my daughter had a tough time. She just is 4, turning 5, but last year in nursery, even now with going to bed, brushing her teeth, eating dinner, they love putting the little happy faces and stars on. So, and you could actually, the teacher at school helped me make this, believe it or not, because I was having such a difficult time, and they have these in the classroom, and it makes it really easy than making one on cardboard yourself. So you can annoy the teachers at school, they'll love it. And the last thing is the Made Good contest. It will be going up on it's already up on our website. I'll be putting it on Instagram and all over Facebook for all of you to enter. We are giving away a year supply of a variety of Made Good snacks, as well as if you tag your friend, a mom friend that's having trouble with snacking, you can tag them as many times as you want and to have multiple entries. And they could win a backpack full of snacks as well. So you will see the instructions. You could also go to pinkandbluemag.com to enter. And thank you so much for joining me. And we will be going live next week at 12:30 on Thursday. So join us right here on the Pink and Blue Mag Facebook page. Again, thank you, Samantha, for joining us. And have a great Thursday and a great weekend.